Alright, well, after a bit of brekkie this morning, we've done a little bit of a restock in the truck, a bit of a tidy up. We also put a lot of washing on, so we've got all that sorted now. And we're out, we're leaving the national park. We're going to make our way back to Alice and up through the Finke National Park. There's a campsite there called Boggy Hole. We're going to go and check that out. And then we're going to make our way back to Alice, where we will do a full restock and get ready for the next part of our adventure. So, off to Boggy Hole. Let's see if we can find it. Alright, and just like that, we're off the blacktop. We're back on the red dirt. This time, it's fairly corrugated. We're going to run along this road, which is Ernest Gill's Road, for about 38 kilometres. And then we're going to take a left-hand turn up Experience full drive only, the track says. So, might just be a little bit slow going. Make our way up into the Finke National Park to Boggy Hole, hopefully. With a bit of luck, we'll get there before the sun goes down. What did we find?
Camels!
I'll go see if I can give you a closer look. A few wild camels cruising along this road. Right, so we've turned off the Ernest Gillies track or road, and now we've turned off, heading up this four-wheel drive only track. Overgrown wet weather only. Dry weather only, not wet weather. But it's taking us up to the Ilamatara Springs, or the Ilamatara Springs, where the old police station ruins are. So that's where we're headed, up there into the Finke Gorge National Park. We're running out of light tonight, big time, as we go. So we're not going to make it all the way up to Boggy Hole, unfortunately, but I'd say we'll drive almost till the sun goes down, and then we'll have to pull up stumps. I reckon it's going to be bloody cold tonight too. But we got to see wild camels, which was a bonus. Tiff's stoked. We'll see how far we can get up this four-wheel drive track before the sun goes down.
Started slow, like a tree grows out in the open. These things don't grow overnights long and get old in the morning. Nothing more can make it speed up. Nights are long and the day's getting shorter. Hold her close, father to your daughters, 'cause all things that grow.
Alright, well, it's a bit of a cold morning this morning, but we've got up, got the fire going again. Nice hot cup of coffee.
Bloody good.
We're just waiting till that sun gets up a little bit higher, and then we'll pack up and keep going along this full drive track up into the Finke Gorge National Park. From what we can see when we pulled up late yesterday afternoon, looks like we might be about to go into a little bit of a desert section. There looks to be a couple of red sand dunes ahead of us, so that could be interesting. Let's see how we go.
Have you heard about
Back.
Shut it properly?
Yeah.
Good job.
when it falls on you, your blood runs cold? But don't you sweat your pretty skin, 'cause it melts away for it sinks in. And you dream about this very night.
Alright, here we go. Here is a prime example of why you do not do donuts. So these guys have come out, seen these nice mud pans, decided to do a couple of donuts, binned it, and then they would have had to walk out or wait for a car. Don't do donuts, especially when you're remote.
Do you ever feel like going back when nothing seems to be alright? You read until your legs gave way, and you cried and got back up again. And it's real to think that I could fly across a broken bridge in the fading light. Never thought ahead of my 2 feet. Never had a care in the world, you see.
Right, so we're finally figured out the name of the road we're on. Just coming out of a nice little creek here. It's called Boggy Hole Access Road. Now, full drive only. This road is easily the best track we've done coming through. The scenery keeps changing from sand dunes to, we just pulled up on a beautiful little creek. Now it's an access road, so keep in mind you are on obviously some bloke's property. So show a bit of respect when you are on these access roads so that more and more of these don't get shut down. Take all your rubbish with you, make sure you put your fires out, simple things like that, and then chuck it in 4-wheel drive and stay in full drive on his truck so you don't wreck him for the farmer. And then also, you know, just stay to the designated roads and they'll stay open.
Have you heard from the sky all about it? Down the river, high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of pines, I hear them sing. The more you love, the more you live. Woo-hoo! Heard from the sky all about it. Down the river, high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of pines, I hear them sing. The more you love, the more you live. Have you heard from the sky all about it? Down the river, high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of pines, I hear them sing. The more you love, the more you live. The more you love, the more you live.
Here we go, we made it, Boggy Hole. I'll tell you what, this has been a bloody excellent track coming in. Creek beds, rocks, sand, dirt, bloody dirt. You name it. It's actually been an unreal track. By far one of my favourites up here. Everything is that bloody dry out here at the moment, but still there's a good body of water here. It's bloody freezing. If it was a little bit warmer, this would be unreal. Unfortunately, we're a bit short on time. We're going to keep pushing, see if we can get up into Alice today. But beautiful little spot. Wish we had time to camp tonight. What do you reckon, Boggy Hole?
Looks so nice.
Very nice.
Wish we could stay here.
Alright, so I just got off the rocky track and onto the sandy track. There seems to be 2 tracks running along here. So far the sand's been okay. I don't have my tyre pressures down too low. But this sand is very soft. So I've just got a little bit bogged. Not too bad, haven't dug myself in. Just going to knock a few more PSI out and hopefully I can get out of here. Alright, here's a prime example of why you should always carry a set of max tracks. We're basically in the middle of nowhere. We've seen maybe one bloke heading the opposite direction in the last sort of 24 hours. So, I mean, I could drop my tyre pressures right down and get the shovel out, and then I might get out. But as you can see, I'm just sort of not going anywhere in a hurry. Throw the max tracks in, we should be out in no time. Alright, so another important tip with your max tracks. I just leave mine on now. Make sure you got your side straps. Here it's not too bad, but if you're somewhere with extremely soft sand on the beach, or the mud for that matter, makes them so much easier to find. Alright, well there you go. As you can see, that was a bit softer than what I'd first anticipated. So these first ones aren't too bad because they've only got one set of wheels driving over them. But as you can see, the back one completely disappeared once the front wheels hit it again. So orange strap has come in handy, and she's buried down there underneath. So there you go. We're pretty lucky it's not too hot here, otherwise, you know, just seeing Fraser Island, hot sand, hot feet, trying to find these and dig them out, absolute nightmare. So make sure you chuck your little straps on.
Alright, so we've just come along the track and we found some people that have just been bogged in the sand like we were. So Matt's just going to help them out.
Left their max tracks at home, didn't think they'd need them in the outback.
We're the idiots.
But not experienced.
Alright, so we just come across this lovely couple just outside the national park. They were trying to get to Boggy Hole. Pretty inexperienced, but definitely out here having a go. They're towing the right type of camper. They got the old trackabout, so there you go, Lane. Trackabouts are getting out there, and yeah, weren't really expecting sand, so weren't quite set up for it. Didn't have max tracks. We just had a shovel. Poor bloke had been digging for probably half an hour before we got there. He probably wouldn't have come across anyone else for a couple of hours. So no, they were an awesome couple. We gave them a quick little snatch strap out, and they've done a U-turn and they're on their way. Alright, so we followed the camper trailer back out of town. We've jumped on the main road. We're making our way back to Alice at the moment. What a mammoth week. Put that on your bucket list. I'd have to say that's the ultimate loop from Alice to Uluru and back. I've had an absolute ball.
That last track was epic.
The last track, Boggy Hole, was absolutely incredible. The scenery was second to none.
We saw camels.
We saw so many camels, horses, so much wildlife. That's what happens when you get off the beaten track. Now look, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's just a little bit of behind the scenes of some of our trips that we're doing. If you did enjoy it, make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment if you've got any questions about any of our touring setups or about where we went. Stay tuned. We'll see you on the next Matt's Explore Life vlog. Good on ya.